of San Diego, Roger Hedgecock.
Who's here from California? Dave Spade's out there somewhere. Greetings from the People's Republic. How long and strange a trip it is from Ronald Reagan governor to Jerry Brown governor. This is a state today of permanent high unemployment, permanent violence, deterioration in our schools, a terrible, terrible place that used to be the Golden State. Behind me, I just left, and I don't have a different color cookie, but in fact, I was wondering if they were actually eating these cookies. Carly Fiorina is going to address you. She should be the United States Senator from California. And in those golden days, she would have been. Days when we had 14 car manufacturing plants, today we have 0. When we had airframe manufacturers like Lockheed and General Dynamics, McDonnell Douglas, they're all gone. For better air quality, all the manufacturers of furniture in Los Angeles now have their plants in Tijuana. For better air quality, all of the food processing plants in the Central Valley, one of the great agricultural parts of our country, had a meeting last week with Mary Nichols of the Air Resources Board where she told them it was more important to lessen CO2 emissions than to can tomatoes and all of the other great products of the Central Valley in international produce. And they said, well, then we'll move to Mexico. Thousands and thousands of jobs have been destroyed by the incredible notion that somehow we are the problem of the environment. I had a friend who makes buck knives. You know buck knives? He made them in El Cajon, California. Now he makes them in Idaho. He couldn't spend a quarter of his time meeting with inspectors for OSHA, for labor, for air quality. The worst example was our air quality district in San Diego that finally decided by a unanimous vote that the bakeries had to do something because the smell of freshly baked bread was an air pollution. I walked precincts for a congressional candidate against Linda Sanchez in the Disneyland area called Van Tran, a wonderful man, an immigrant to this country from Vietnam. We went and door to door found that door after door people were registered to vote. They were on the registrar's list, freely admitting they were illegally in this country. On the registrar's list there was their address. There was also the mailing address for their permanent mail ballot. Someone else was getting their ballot. Someone else was casting their ballot. Voter fraud is the way that the Democrats intend to win the 2012 election. We have to stop it. You have to go to the registrar of voters of every, and I can tell you, in LA, we now know, where there was some doubt, that Gaddafi is dead and bin Laden is dead because they're registered to vote in LA. There's been a lot of talk about the Occupy Oakland violence. I'm in a state of confusion about these people, actually, because here they were demanding good middle-class jobs while they were stopping truckers and longshoremen from getting to work. I live in Shorten, a state that is the second term of Barack Obama. It is dominated by a government that is of, by, and for the public employee unions. It is dominated by a culture of, by, and for the most permissive stuff you've ever seen. And I don't know about you, but I have to draw the line when the new curriculum for elementary school in California is on the glories of transgenderism. I have to draw the line when I see that courageous people who stand up in California don't have a chance. Today we, from California, the last 3 speakers, we may be a little complaining about the cold, but let me tell you, we're so happy to be here among Americans. And that's why That's why I've been on the road with the National Radio Show. I've been on the road with AFP and the Tea Party Express and lots of other folks. We get in these buses that are made in the U.S. I don't think they cost $2 million. And ours aren't black either. Looks like Darth Vader buses, you know, the president. So I'm all over the country doing this because everywhere I go, Wheeling, West Virginia, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, we've been in these places to say to groups like this, don't despair. Don't despair. AFP, Tea Party, all of this is hope. This is hope to restore a free market economy. This is hope to restore a constitutional republic. This is hope for our children and grandchildren. You are hope for the future. In 2012, we will prevail.